Hello, children. This is the 13th video. We were doing the theorem or Thales theorem. Um, I was just explaining from the textbook, and it was half done. So I have to complete it now. So I hope you have understood you are understanding the theorem. And please don't write anything from the textbook. I will give the theorem in a page and send the photo of it. You can copy down that in your fair book, in your classwork book. Because see, you see here how they have given, they have just explained to us. They are explaining to us. You can't copy down some same whatever is given here. You are not you are not going to explain the examiner or me also when I am correcting the books and all. So you should just write the points. So you see, for example, we need to prove that, and they have written recall from class 9th. All these things, that is all for you to understand, for the students to understand. They have written like that, and it is not required. You need not write all that. So only in short you should write there. You can just take area of triangle ADE. You can write area of triangle BDE and all. See, those points you have to write, but whatever it is, I will post it by I will write it on a paper, and I will give you. You can copy that, okay? So don't go to write from textbook. It is just for you to understand, that's all. So now we have calculated the area of ADE. We have written half AD into EN, and area of triangle BDE half DB into EN. I am showing you in the textbook. Please see that. Then in the same manner, that side also you should do. Area of ADE, take AE as the base there. So if you take AE as the base, then the perpendicular should be from D there. So DM, so half into AE into DM, and area of DEC will be half into EC, that will be the base EC, and DM will be the height. I have already explained that, why it is so. Now what you should do, you have to divide area of triangle ADE by the area of triangle BDE. Why, you'll come to know why you have written like that. So that you need AD by DB there, you'll get it. See now, area of ADE is half into AD into EN. At the top what you have written, they have written here, that's all. Divide by half into DB into EN, where EN cancels. I think I had done all this. And you get half cancels, and you get there AD by DB. So that is equation 1. Result 1 you have got. Similarly, area of ADE and area of DEC, in that case, again you had taken the areas of those two triangles. You are dividing them now. Half into AE into DM. Divide by half into EC into DM. Now DM cancels, half cancels, just what happened in the above this one, and you get there AE by EC. That is the second equation. Now what has happened, in LHS of both those equations, the denominators, area of BDE and area of DEC, they are equal to each other. We have I have told you why they are equal to each other. They have given here. See, note that triangle BDE and triangle DEC are on the same base DE and between the same parallels BC and DE. I had explained this before only. I had made you to remember it, and therefore their areas will be equal. Area of triangle BDE and area of triangle DEC, those two will be equal. In maths, if they are equal, you see, instead of area DEC, you can write the name of area of BDE only there. You have to imagine now. BD, you think here it is BDE only, because both those areas are equal to each other. So when those two are equal to each other, left hand sides will be same. The same means they'll be equal. Area of triangle ADE by area of triangle BDE, left hand side of that equation, left hand side of this equation, instead of area DEC, you write BDE only. Think that BDE only, because both those areas are equal. So I can name, instead of DEC, I can write BDE. So BDE, area of BDE denominators will be same, no? So LHS only will be same. So when in maths, when left hand sides are equal, then you can take the right hand sides as equal only. This is one rule which comes in maths. LHS is same, no? They are equal, no? Therefore, the right hand sides also must be equal. Therefore, area of triangle it is written area of BD is DEC, that those all things they wrote there. Therefore, from 1, 2 and 3 we have AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. So, I have explained the theorem. Now what, if LHS are equal, then RHS will be equal. So you can just write, don't write all this. Of course, this reason has to be written somewhere. I will write and tell you. And you have to just write, therefore, AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. There this one ends. The theorem ends. And later what I'll do is, I will write on a paper and send a photo of it. Then you can write it. Okay, it is already 5:47, but of course I can tell you something else now. Now see, for the next project, many of you have not submitted the first project itself, but I don't know now. The second project is going to come to you now. Second project is of similarity of triangles, and what you have to do is, it's a drawing. You have to draw and conclude what it is all related to Thales theorem only. You come to the activity 2 there. Which page? Page 31. Activity 2. So what is done here, that thing you have to do just like how they have told no here. Draw any angle x, a, y. You see, activity 2 you open, and on its one arm AX, mark points, say 5 points, P, Q, D and R and B, such that AP is equal to PQ is equal to QD. Take a compass, and you have learnt little of this in 9th standard. Some construction you have learnt, I know that. So you have to cut it by arcs you can do, and through B you draw any line intersecting arm AY at C. Read this activity properly and do it in your sheet of means what is that, project sheet. Okay children, and this now this theorem, Thales theorem, I didn't mention at all. It is also called as basic proportionality theorem. So I have underlined in your textbook, see here, basic, underline in your book, basic proportionality theorem. That theorem, Thales theorem, is also called as basic proportionality theorem, or in short BPT. It is also called as BPT. Now when I'm writing the theorem, I will be writing there. Okay, I'll send you a photo of it. And see, this activity 2 and activity 3. Activity 3 is of converse theorem of Thales theorem. Converse means just the opposite you have to think. If two sides of a triangle are divided in the same ratio, then the line which is dividing in the same ratio, that is parallel to the third side. So it is just the converse of Thales theorem. Opposite you have to come. What you have learnt there, come in the opposite direction. So that will be the converse. For converse, there is activity 3. Now this activity 2 and activity 3 has to be done in project share. This one, you do your own angle. See there, what you read it properly and do that activity and show me there. And it is related, it is just relating to Thales theorem and its converse. So these two are activities for you, and write the conclusion also, what you found there, you write the conclusion. And that conclusion also I think you will get in your textbook. It is there in your textbook. You can do the, practically you should do that, what is that, practically you should do it, those two diagrams, and see what is the conclusion there, and you write the conclusion. Okay children, so activity, I have already told you, activity 2 and activity 3, which is on page 31 and 33. Please note it properly, 31 and 33, and do them in your project sheets. So 2 activities, 1 project, 2 activities. How you have done for AP? So many of you, many means not many, about 20 I think I have got here till now. So other people, they have not done it. Please do all the projects, otherwise you won't get the marks. That is sure. You won't get the marks. If you want the marks, project marks, you have to do the projects. So in the next project, project 2, I mean, what is that, FA2 project. Other subjects you have finished. So many projects you have finished. Now maths, as we go on doing the portion, I have to tell you. So activity 2 and activity 3, you must do practically there. Whatever they tell you, just go do it and then see the result. What has that result also, what you get, they have told. So you have to write that result. So that is all about the project now. Next project I have already told you. Okay, now next is what you know. This theorem I told you. And there was one more, there is one more, what is that? The way to prove it, you know. In textbook, they have proved the theorem in one way. There is one more way of proving the theorem. Anybody who feels this is what I am teaching now, it is easy, you can do like that also. You can do like that also. Now already 10.49 it is already. I think we can go up to 13 or 14 like that. So I'll just tell you, and I am going to give you this one on the other side. The second method of Thales theorem, I will write on the other side and show you. So whichever is easy, you can do it. Now see, same diagram should be there. Okay, same diagram. Now proof I have written here. You just, as I read, you see there what I have written. See, first of all, you know, area. Now we are in the second method. I am going to start the theorem like this. Of course, data to prove that, construction, everything will be same. Proof only will be like this. See what it is. Now first of all, you will be writing from the figure, you will be writing the first step here like this. Area of triangle BDE is equal to area of triangle CDE. You will start from there, okay, in the proof. Now therefore, what we do is, if these two are equal, we can take the reciprocals also as equal. In maths, this is the one rule. When two things are equal, their reciprocals also will be equal. So I have written here 1 by area BDE equal to 1 by area CDE. Now some people may like this method, that's why I am doing it. And now what we do is, when we get the reciprocal like this, multiply by area ADE, both the sides. Multiply it. So when you multiply, you know, of area triangle ADE, both sides, whenever you multiply one side, it's not enough. Both sides you have to multiply. So when I have written here, multiply by area ADE, both sides, we get. Now I have multiplied this and this, okay, this and this. So area of ADE by area of BDE equal to area of ADE by area of CDE will get. Now next step, area of ADE is what? Half into AD into EF by area of BDE is what? Half into BD into F. What you wrote in the first method, same things you are getting here also. But the starting will be different, that's all. This is equal to half of AE into DE by half into CE into DE. Now what happens? Just cancel half EF just as you did in that method also. DE you cancel. Okay. So therefore AD by BD is equal to AE by CE. Finish. The theorem is over here. Therefore AD by BD is equal to AE by CE we get. So we started from these two triangles that we know their areas are equal. Right from there we start, we write the reciprocal, then we multiply both the sides by area ADE, we multiply both sides, we get like this, and then we write the formulas there, both sides, and EF, half cancel. See, so easy it becomes. So you can write, if you wish to write by this way also you can write. There is no harm. Okay, so the theorem can be written by this method or by that method. Learn any one method correctly, but. And I think this year, I told you already, we can expect the Thales theorem this year. And so this is the end of the video lesson. For today it is over. Okay, children. So okay. So I hope it is clear. And the page I will put afterwards. Okay. I'm going to stop now.